What up? It's Jai Creston. I got another video for you. A little more of a sensitive topic, I guess, but I'm sure it's one that people think about, and it's definitely a necessity to consider for the good of the whole planet these days. If all the information we're given by the public sector is accurate, then we're definitely going to need to take care of it in the near future. And the two issues I would like to combine into one video because they're hand in hand, would be that of pollution and population control. Now, I don't need to bring up any slides or anything like that for this video, but I don't know, at least I got a nice background we can all look at. So basically it's pretty simple. We need a solution, and we need a solution fast. How are we going to reduce population in a healthy and safe manner, and also clean up the pollution? Because the greater the population, the more the population grows from now, and the more technology advances, the more pollution we're going to be creating. So, well, without further ado, it all starts with population control, and that's very easy to fix as long as it can be really enforced. See, basically, if every man only gets one wife and every couple gets one free child, right away everything is reduced without saying any more. Population will start to shrink right away. 1-2 generations, it'll be right in check. It should be, actually. But if only one child is free, what about the rest? Well, a married couple can then have a second child, but the second child costs 20% of their annual average income over the last 5 years. So a family that together earns $100,000, their second child will cost $20,000. Now, if a family's unable to pay, they can work to clean up environment. They can, arrange a vacation to do so, whatever the case. They got so many hours they need to make up for that. So the same thing goes all the way across the planet. Okay? So if you make $1 million a year, and you have for the last 5 years, your child is going to cost you $200,000. Now, here's the thing. The money that you pay for your child does not give your child any other social status. Doesn't make them a more important or a more expensive person. What it does represent is the difference in the economy that they're going to leave behind, their impact. Not to mention, they'll have more cars, they'll have a bigger house, they'll have larger expenses, and they'll always have, a certain edge. So, that being said, all the money from all of these babies born after the parents the first child, which doesn't cost anything, all that money goes into a fund to clean the earth. Now, if parents have a child and there's no marriage, then each parent has to pay the price of 20% of their average income over the last 5 years. If they cannot pay, then they have to work. Okay? Now, you can enforce this everywhere in the world, and you can see a change in the whole world in a very short time. Very, very short time. Right now, there's 3 babies being born for every person that perishes. So, if you reduce that by the way I mentioned, then you no longer have that problem. It would be, at the very most, 1-to-1. Right? So you say, well, how do you get people to stop? Well, you could at least teach them that there's 1 week of menstruation for a woman. Forgive me bringing that up so abruptly. At which point, usually intercourse is not acceptable. So, There's also a second week period of time at which a woman can get pregnant. So if you just avoid having sex those 2 weeks, you got a pretty good chance of not getting pregnant. So yeah, with all that money and all that makeup labor, the earth could get cleaned up pretty quick. You'd be surprised. Plus, all that money can also provide shovels and vehicles and all sorts of things. You'd be surprised how fast that healthy earth pool will build up that money. All right, so that's the video, I guess. That's anything else to mention regarding it? It's a pretty simple process, I guess. I mean, like there's lake shores, there's ocean work, but that's not really reserved for this. Yeah, you buy gloves, you buy masks, you buy hazmat suits, whatever is necessary, and you just clean up areas, man. Yep, yep. Work counts. All right, that's it. Ciao. One mango. One mango needs